Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Tyler's Yarns. Today we're going to be doing a live inside life at Official Vintage. We're going to try to do this every couple of months just to see what's going on at Official Vintage. Today we got Stu with me.
Hey guys, how you going?
What's one good thing that happened to you this week, Stu?
Just picked up a Quicksilver tee earlier this week, Endless Summer 2, which is a pretty rare.
Who did you pick it up off?
Antique Appeal had one. He posted on his Instagram. So
How much did you get it for?
Went for 120, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that was pretty good steal.
Yeah.
One good thing that happened to me this week is probably starting to get organised and stuff as well. Moving into the winter, which is good. How do you think we're tracking this year, Stu?
So far, I think we're doing super good. Like a lot more customers coming to the store. People are enjoying the new look of the store.
Yeah,
so,
it's like we've pretty much doubled in like because we're currently like sort of tracking how many people coming to the store and that sort of stuff. But we've doubled pretty much from last year, which is a pretty good sign.
yeah, and a lot more interest just from like reaching out to even influencers and stuff like that. So yeah, we just had like a few influencers come into store shopping, and we started to do a few collabs with them. So even we'll be posting a few things on the gram.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. All the influencers and stuff have been reaching out to us. A lot of big ones as well, which is cool. We're hopefully like getting a few celebs in to the store.
A lot of footy players are coming through and cricket players. So
but
they're all keen on the new gears.
Yeah, but especially like now that international travel is back, I think a lot more sort of hopefully international people are going to come into the store. Hopefully a lot more celebs, and fingers crossed this year, which will be cool.
Yeah, especially a lot from Sydney and Brisbane are coming down, so it's good to shine a lot of support.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I had written down here just another like probably average thing was for probably me is like getting fundamentals right, like with the planning and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's been pretty hard because got the spicy cough 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was pretty hard. And then we weren't really posting too much content for the last probably 7 days of that whole time I was away, which does like sort of affect, which is like on me, where I should have been a lot more planned. So that's like probably something we can, like that's probably like moving into the future, it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, I think just trying to be a bit more organised, like just get ahead of content and just in general of having a good plan going forward.
Yeah, and having proper structures for like even TikToks and like definitely like running new sort of series on TikTok and like doing a lot more outfitty stuff, because I think that's sort of the way it's going.
Yeah.
Like moving forward.
Especially, I think with the new staff coming on, it's definitely helping us to progress forward quite quickly.
Yeah, because we're currently at 7 staff at the moment. A lot more people working a lot more hours, which is like really good for us.
Yeah, and we got like Ashley in the store as well.
Yeah,
and yeah, she's loving it. So that's a positive as well. Like everything's going really well.
Where do you reckon, like, do you think we're, like, where we want to be right now? As a store, as a company?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm really happy in the position we're in, especially coming out of COVID, where it was, like, real high times, and now everything's starting to level off a bit, but we've still been, like, really, like, pushing forward. And we got a good
good team.
Base of customers, and a good team,
and pretty much
for us as well.
Yeah, also like another thing I wanted to bring up was Brooks is taking on a lot of responsibility this year. She's taking pretty much my old role, which is like a pretty big job.
Yeah, it's huge.
Which is like she's probably been cranking it for the last 4 months, which is like good improvement.
Yeah.
Well.
So a lot of the background work, like the photos,
the video editing, like she's pretty much editing everything, like editing this, editing all our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Now we're doing them so consistent.
Especially since it's so time consuming and you got to be in a good creative space for that. So
especially like cutting videos is not the easiest job.
It's pretty much hours and hours of looking at footage and picking out the best parts.
Especially with me, I get every second word wrong when we're trying to shoot stuff.
But yeah, it's all like this. You got to start somewhere. So for everyone who is trying to do their own podcasting and stuff, you just got to start somewhere.
But it's like even this year we're concentrating majority on YouTube and this podcast, and people think it's it's like willy-nilly, you can just like invite a guest and you can talk about whatever, but it's like a lot of planning goes into all the YouTubes and the podcasts.
Yeah,
when you really don't really see the returns as well on it until like a lot further down the track.
Yeah, even planning to bring the guests on, it's a lot of back and forth on like timelines, and even for us to try and get it up in time each week so you guys can see the new stuff. So,
and also being on for the interviews as well, like you got to have like a good attitude.
Got to be
on and got to have like questions running back and forth. It's a lot harder than people think, which is like a thing with me. It's got to be a lot more planning for this year because we're going to be doing 2 podcasts a week pretty much and a YouTube a week.
Yeah, which is hopefully some good and have some content for you guys to watch.
Yeah, and like have guests that are a lot hopefully smarter than me that I can like talk to a lot in the vintage community and like even just in business as well. So it's going to be probably a good podcast moving forward. So we're tracking very good this year so far. What is the biggest issue we have with Official Vintage? I wanted to bring up, the environment of like, not the staff environment, but like the environment of the warehouse. I definitely want to make it a lot more, like the store at the moment's dope. Like we've done it up. We're getting a new sign in this week.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which like we've been waiting 2 years for this, man.
Yeah, but I keep trying to get hold of the sign guy, but he never turns up. But he said this week, so hopefully we can make the front of the store stand out a bit.
And they're redoing the street, so it's not going to look like as bad. Like because at the moment it's sort of there's not really bit ghetto-y. I don't want to say it, but bit ghetto-y. And like all the footpaths were. Yeah, so it just doesn't look professional, which is going to make it look so much better.
Yeah.
And in the store, I want to it's already pretty much an experience, but I want it to be, when people come in, I want there to be like memorabilia stuff or like cool toys or like figurines and stuff, but I want it to be sort of semi-packed out, and like Nike displays and all that sort of stuff, because I want it to be sort of a museum where we can actually sell some of that stuff.
Yeah, like we got a few good hookups with getting some good merchandise,
like good like signs,
and especially the toys and that a little bit harder to get.
Yeah, but, even the basketball toys and stuff. But like for that, and then like moving into the office, just like making sure it's all like it already looks pretty good, but like I don't know, like hanging clothes up, just making it more sort of a vibe. I feel like people work a lot harder when it's like good environment.
Yeah, I think probably our biggest issue at the moment would be space.
Space.
Just especially as even this year we're growing so quickly as well. We're getting a lot more stock in every day, and it's.
Well, it's like how many items do you reckon we have at the back at the moment?
I reckon over 2,000 easy. Like probably more.
Yeah. There'd probably be like 500 sports team items just there, you know.
So it's like a crazy amount of stock, and then we still got guys out the back who are steaming. And then,
but I think we've sectioned it off the warehouse pretty good. It's like the main store.
Yeah.
Then we got the back office, and then we got a full photo studio, which is pretty, like a good size. And then we got the back area where people steam and
a lot of uploading the stock out there.
Because we used to pretty much like steam inside the store and stuff like that, you know. While people,
especially when we're closed, and that would be steaming right up to before we open. But now since we've got that little space out the back, it's definitely made it a lot easier. So the boys can steam
Yeah, literally.
anytime now, which is really nice to have.
What do you reckon about moving on to the next point? What do you reckon about workloads and at the moment? What are your thoughts on that?
Everyone's like pretty much like full on. I reckon there's not too much spare time, especially
because now we're increasing as well. Like everything's increasing.
Yeah, it's just like more items going up a week.
More items, more TikToks, more
everything. So I think just in general,
everyone's at their sort of capacity, I reckon.
Yeah, but we've got a few more casuals, so they're definitely helping out and jumping in where we can't do as much like hands-on work.
Yeah, the more sort of manual labor stuff that's like super time consuming.
Yeah, so that's really good. But yeah, it'd always be nice to have more staff.
Yeah, so we can get all the stuff done.
Have a bit of free time. Yeah, because even
we still haven't really had free time the whole time. We've really
not really. Like we still work all weekends and stuff because we like being in store. Like
definitely Saturday and Sunday is the best time to be in store because everyone comes in on Saturdays and Sundays, and we have regulars as well that just come in on Saturdays for me and then come in on Sundays for you. You know what I mean?
And then like Brooke and Ashley do Sundays as well. Yeah. So then we've got a good mix of crowd coming in to say hi.
Yeah, because I've just moved into Sunday shifts now. Brooke and Ashley have just moved into Sunday, which is working pretty well.
Yeah, so on a good rotation there. So we still get a bit of time off, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's just to kind of refresh and then come back and get straight back into it for the work week. So, yeah.
My next question, how is the next few months looking for the business?
Yeah, I think
because it's going into so just to give everyone a sort of perspective on everything, we're going into the main months of the year, which is winter. People buy a lot more sweaters, a lot more jackets. Cost of item goes up obviously because sweaters are a little bit more.
Yeah, especially it's always like demand on, say, even from suppliers. They know it's winter, so they always try and screw you for price no matter what. But we've got a good range of suppliers in the US, so we try and keep on top of it to try and give you guys the best price.
It's pretty much like, to put in perspective, it's a lot harder to get sweaters and t-shirts just generally. That's real. Yeah. Like people, there's t-shirts were more mass produced than the sweaters.
Yeah,
and because most of the
sizing as well, with trying to get like large, extra large of anything is always hard. But it's the same thing as with every place in Australia who's trying to sell vintage as well, or in the same season as us. They're all wanting sweaters at the same time, and then it's like summer, everyone wants t-shirts. So it's kind of a bit of just a cycle there. You got to try to keep a good stock load at all times as well.
Yeah, well, for the next few months, probably be like almost like going over there and handpicking is probably going to be the way to go for us, because at the moment there's still a bunch of like quarantine stuff. I think they're like just sort of scrapping it at the moment. Like there's 1 day, 2 day quarantine or something.
Yeah, I think most places are open right up, which is good.
I think the US now is open right up.
Probably the more the issue is with like flight prices, even to the US, almost like double to triple the price.
Yeah, just because there's not a lot of flights going as well.
And freight prices back, that's 3 times as much as what they were. But hopefully with more flights and more like boats coming in with stock, it should be reducing, but usually they never put down their prices.
Yeah, once I've put it up, they never put it down, eh?
Yeah.
That's sort of like a...
But going into winter, it's like exciting. We got a lot of good sweaters coming in, like a lot of Nike, a lot of sports team.
Yeah, a lot of other businesses in Australia can't even get that many Nike. We're going to be doing like full drops of Nike in the middle of winter, which we're already picking drops for pretty much 2 months from now, which is
so there's heaps of nice Nike sweaters coming up, heaps of nice embroidered sports team, and a bit of NBA in there, which is always good.
Yeah, everyone loves a bit of NBA. So what's going to be happening in the next few months? We're coming up to our 3 years in the store.
Yeah, so hopefully around August, I'm thinking we're going to do like
July, August. I think we're going to do it. I think it falls on a school holiday. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we're just still like nutting out a plan on all of that. But yeah, sometime around then. So keep your eyes peeled on the social media to keep up to date. But we'll be definitely doing a big sale for all our supporters.
Yeah, I think we're going to try really promote that our 3 years. And hopefully it's in the middle of a school holiday as well, so people come. But I think it might be like sort of damage for discount vibe, maybe with like a few sales items and all that sort of stuff and being on sale. Maybe, I don't know how it looks. Yeah. But I reckon it's probably going to be one of our biggest events this year.
There'll definitely be some good deals, so yeah, stay tuned.
Is there any other things we're looking forward to in the business this year?
Maybe just more trips to the US and stuff is really on the cards. Winter's a bit of a hard one to get organised because we do get a lot busier as well. So because a lot more people are going to footy, especially in the in Melbourne. So
everyone on the Saturdays,
and then they'll want to come shopping. So we're definitely going to be flat out. But yeah, we're just going to try and stay as stocked up as we can, so there's always something good to choose from.
Also moving into wanting to talk about this sort of podcast and the YouTube. We're pretty much sort of in the infancy stages of both of these, still just trying to get content out, and we're going to start building like micro content for this podcast and micro content for the YouTubes, which is starting next week. But yeah, we're going to probably like once we build up this channel, I think then like looking for new talent on like the podcast channel. That seems to be how it's all going. Brooks into sports, and maybe we could do something with sport or like a channel like that or something like that.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of areas we can move into.
Especially because of the podcast, you can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
Like this is a business podcast, so it's like we're talking about businesses like small vintage companies and other businesses around the area or Australia, pretty much.
Yeah. But if you do want to see anything or want us to talk about anything or special guests that you know of that would probably want to jump on, definitely comment.
Sweet. We'll try track them down.
Yeah.
Sweet. Maybe we'll conclude it there. But what is one thing you're looking forward to this month?
Still looking forward to going to Fiji later in the month.
I said that
last time.
2 times in 1 year, mate.
Yeah.
I think the last time you were on, you're like, oh, love the Fiji trip, not booking the flights to Fiji.
Was it?
I think the last time you were on,
Yeah, it might have been. But later this month, so I'm still looking forward to that. And I haven't got a lot of else things planned, but
you're going to have the next few weeks off as well, which will be nice. Yeah. Like weekends. You've been working for 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Which will be nice.
So, looking forward, just to go surfing pretty much. And,
Sweet. Nice. Well, thanks for hopping on, Stu.
All right.
I definitely like this sort of content so you guys get an idea and we can be pretty transparent with what's sort of going on in the business. I definitely think we should try to do this, monthly, every 2 months, just to see how everything's going, how we're tracking. Yeah. I think people like to listen to this sort of stuff. But make sure you like, subscribe. See you guys next time.
See you guys.